Hi, welcome to a video made by a blind person. Yeah, too blind to care what the visuals look like.
Good morning. It is Thursday, November 15th. I'm off of work because I am off of work on Thursdays. And I decided to start this vlog now before my assistant gets here. I've done at least one vlog. I don't know if I'm gonna... Actually, I've done a couple of vlogs. I don't know if I'm gonna put them up or not. I think I vlog and then either don't want to edit it or wonder if it's that exciting, or both. I mean, vlogs are not always exciting, but maybe I just don't want to go through that vlog and separate the stuff that I picked up because I picked it up from the stuff that actually matters. Or maybe it's because I was kind of put off by the fact that I actually did make a big old vlog and I couldn't post it. But either way, I have made up my mind I am going to vlog today because Aira, who... They're not officially sponsoring this video. Maybe I should just explain this. They do not pay me to say Aira rocks. Aira is a company that uses an app and a set of technology to create a streaming video type of service that a sighted person looks at on their computer, and between that and the training that Aira has given them about how to help blind people, they help blind people. And they're worth every penny that I spend on them, as far as I'm concerned. They never pay me money to say this, but I love them. I love their services. Why do I want to vlog today? Because Aira just teamed up with Walgreens. Aira has this thing called Free Aira Access. Or no, it's called the Aira Access Network. And what it means is you do get free Aira access if you go to these particular places and get help with your errands. AT&T stores are apparently them. So if you're in an access area, you can call an agent and do what you gotta do, and it doesn't count against any of your minutes that you buy through Aira every month. If you walk into that access area with 200 minutes on your account, you could spend 200 minutes working with the agent in that place, and because it's an Aira access location, you'll still walk out of there with 200 minutes. It's awesome. Anyway, if you have a Wegmans grocery near you, which I do not, but Wegmans is on their list of places. There's, I believe, a growing number of airports joining their list of places. And the latest news, hot off the presses, first thing Tuesday morning, Walgreens is now on their list of places. So you can walk into any Walgreens, and if you need help finding a person, or you just want to try, in my case, it's going to be, I'm going to try actually taking shopping independently to new heights if I can. I'm going to try just calling the agent and saying, here's what I want. Well, actually, they know one of the things I want because I don't want to say the item out loud. So I called one yesterday and said, okay, this is a almost empty package. I want to get a full package of this at Walgreens tomorrow. I want you to take a picture of the package and save it in my profile, and when I call in, I want you to be able to, I want you or whatever agent I talk to be able to call that up in my profile and say, okay, I know what you want. So This is going to be an interesting experience for me because I've never actually done that before. I've always just... Shopping independently for me has always been having somebody walk me up to the counter and saying, can I get somebody to help me shop? Which is still a perfectly viable way to shop, don't get me wrong. And if things happen the way they might, it still may have to be the way I do it. But let's stay positive about this. The point is, Walgreens just became a part of Aira Access. I got a day off of work. I got at least one thing that I have to get at Walgreens. I could get it at big old Fred Meyer. I could order it from Walmart online. First of all, I'm not ordering it from Walmart online this time because if I do that today and put the order in today, it's never going to get here when I need it. I'm going to run out by the time it gets here if I order it today from Walmart. So I'm going to get it from Walgreens instead, and it's a good way to test out this Aira Access. If only for that reason, I'm gonna vlog today. And unlike the one I made Friday and the one I made yesterday that may or may not go up, this one I'm gonna put up. Okay, so I probably won't be vlogging while my assistant's here, but I wanted to get some of this vlogging done before she gets here.
7:23 a.m.
Which is... She usually gets here at about 7:45 and it's 7:23, so I got 20 minutes. She'll be here for the next couple hours, given that it's laundry day, and I've got to prepare for laundry day, actually. And after she leaves, it's actually going to be pretty close to my grocery delivery service time. 2-hour window to come. By the time she gets out of here, I wrote a little to-do list here. I've got to make a doctor's appointment. My doctor's office has sent me a notification saying it's time to schedule an appointment. Actually, it can wait for several weeks, although I probably should set it up soon because I have an appointment with my oral surgeon on December 20th, and I am really hoping that I walk out of that appointment with the green light to move forward with getting a crown on this tooth, which I'm not going to take the time to explain that right now. I have an appointment with my oral surgeon on December 20th, and I'm really hoping he'll give me the green light to go ahead with this crown, and that is going to be the first priority of mine. In other words, the last thing I'm going to want to do is go to my regular doctor for this follow-up. Nothing serious, it's just there's a couple of things with my health she wants to keep an eye on. Anyway, I've got to make an appointment to get that done. I've got to make a phone call and give this company some information. I finally became ready to give them that information yesterday, and I called them a few times, and I could not get a human being on the phone. I got nothing but their voicemail. Yeah, their voicemail and I know each other real well, except I didn't want to talk to voicemail. And then actually I've got to make a couple of calls to the same company, that being my door-to-door transit system. I want to check on the site evaluation I asked for my workplace, because even though I haven't had problems with it this week, and knock on wood, is this thing wood? Knock on wood, I don't have problems tomorrow either, because the door-to-door transit system has to take me into work tomorrow. Even though I've had pretty good luck this week, it happens that I get the driver who has never been to this location before, and they cannot for the life of them figure out. They go so far, they get within a quarter of a mile or a tenth of a mile of the location, and then they cannot figure out where in the world to go, or it's either that, or if they do find the building, okay, which one of the 4 doors am I supposed to drop you off at? They don't ask it in those exact words, but that's the question. And it's caused such trouble that, first of all, my shift starts at 10. I like to tell them to have me there 15 minutes before I'm actually supposed to start. So that we've got time to get stuck in traffic or something, and they still get me to work on time. Well, because of these problems that these drivers sometimes have finding the place, I pushed it back to a half hour. I always tell them, have me there by 9:30. Downside to that is sometimes in order to get me there by 9:30, they end up giving me a 7:50 to 8:20 early ass window. But I at least get there on time, or sometimes I even get there really early. And I would rather spend that time in our break room at work, just chilling, waiting for my shift to start, than spending literally up to the last minute driving around in the area of the building with them asking me questions that I can't answer, and I'm like, okay, I got an alarm going off telling me it's 9:45, or that alarm actually already went off. Maybe it's going to be the beginning of my shift before I ever even get into the building, or maybe even later. This has not caused me to be extremely late, but there was at least one time when it did get me literally getting to my workstation when I needed to start, which I believe it was then that I was like, okay, if this crap's going to happen, I'm going to have you guys have an appointment time of 9:30 to allow for this shit and still have me at work on time. Well, having said that, I choose to believe that this is going to be a job I'm going to have until I'm good and damn ready to retire. Okay, I'm not going to want to deal with this shit this whole time that I'm working there. So I called them last month and I said, what can we do to make it easier for drivers to find this place? And the customer service person said, we can get somebody, a supervisor for our company, out there to do what we call site evaluation and write better instructions for the drivers about how to get there from where the GPS lands them and which entrance to do. I said, yeah, please do that. Well, I know it's a process to get a site evaluation. You can't ask for a site evaluation and expect it done like that. But if I don't follow up on it every week, it might fall through the cracks. And what's going to happen if it falls through the cracks? It never gets done, and my luck eventually runs out, and I get a driver asking me, like I said, asking me questions that I don't know how to answer, can't answer, and it's like, okay, seriously, you all need just universal instructions that tells you clearly what to do, so you're not asking me, a blind person who can't find her way out of a paper bag, and that's why she needs you to tell you what to do. So I need to call and check on that today, and I also need to make a reservation for tomorrow to get to work, because I can't afford an Uber, because that's easily $20 one way. I may have to divide this up into two parts. I just am really put off by the fact that, I don't know why it's such a big deal to me. I really don't like to watch vlogs that are, videos, period, that are an hour long. I mean, I'll look at the time. I'll look at the title and the amount of time it takes. Well, yeah, the amount of time, the time it's costing to watch this video. I'm feeling silly today. I have got, like, some old favorite videos from a vlogger that sometimes I think she's a little much, but overall I like her. But she kind of has got this silly streak to her, which kind of makes her funny. That's what I like about the videos that I do like from her. You know, she's funny. But I was watching those last night, and I actually saw a new one of hers last night. And do you ever have videos or people you watch, people you spend time with, whatever, and you feel like, okay, that's you rubbed off on me? I kind of feel like that. Anyway, that's something she would have said. The time that it's costing you to watch this video. Anyways, I look at the title and I look at the time. The title, or the fact that it was that vlogger, is what attracts me to it. And then I'm like, okay, what kind of time am I going to be dedicating to watching this? If it's like, well, some people just 45 minutes is their go-to time, their regular time. But I really prefer videos that are shorter. So the fact that there is such a thing as too long of an MP3 to convert to a video using Tunes to Tube shouldn't bother me this much. But I just don't want to be in that situation again. Maybe it's because only the day that I went to post it and the time that I went to post it and the time I wanted it to be up, I get this notification. I think not. I'm not going to work with that audio when it's that big. okay, well, then you don't have to, and I guess I'll have to create a new one. But I had to do that kind of spur of the moment because I thought it was okay and it wasn't. So now I'm like, okay, I don't want this to get too long, so I can't even put it up. But there's also a thing called an editing program. Honestly, I don't know how I went without it. Well, yeah, I do. I had 2 different MP3 recorders and an auxiliary cord, and I was copying them. And that works, but it sounds clearer when you do it using an editing program. I don't know why I waited so long to learn that editing program. And even now, I don't know the ins and outs of the editing program, but I know enough I have enough basic knowledge to go in there and edit a video and cut these pregnant pauses and these trips over your tongue that it's a jagged step anyway because you got this screwy tooth and blah, blah, blah. All of this stuff that you really don't need to hear, and cut some of that out and come out with a piece of audio that you're satisfied with. Well, the same editing program that always creates that can also create a new file that is like the rest of what you didn't get to see when 5 minutes turned into 10 minutes turned into 250 minutes, and then you got a 360 gig, a 360 gig, jeez. A 360 meg file that Tunes the Tube looks at and goes, hell no. So when things get too long, I could just divide it up into 2 or 3 parts. And when you got 2 or 3 parts, that ends up meaning you don't want to spread that over 2 or 3 weeks, and you might end up revising your upload schedule and doing more than 1 video a week. But you know, what's wrong with that? That means the view count will start rising again. Anyway, I may have to divide this into a couple of parts, because by the time I get done talking and actually get to going to Walgreens, we might already be 15 minutes in. I do wonder how many minutes a audio file can be before Tunes the Tube says, excuse me. If you want more to this video, you better stop and put an outro and say, stay tuned for part 2, because I ain't gonna take it if it gets much bigger than this. See what I mean? This isn't the usual me. This is her rubbing off on me. But maybe I need to loosen up. I mean, that's completely possible. At the rate this vlog's going, by the time I go into Walgreens, I seriously may make that a second part, depending on how much footage I pick up and want to keep and want to post from there. Alright, my assistant has left and my grocery delivery service is going to be here sometime in the next couple hours, hopefully sooner than later. You might be going, Ann, if you've got a grocery delivery service, why are you going to Walgreens? Because first of all, I didn't put this on the list. Secondly, now that Aira just partnered up with Walgreens, and Walgreens is now an Aira access place, I mean, this could take shopping at Walgreens to a whole new level. And I mean, it might be that I might start shopping at Walgreens. In fact, I honestly wonder how many things Amazon Prime's not going to like the fact that I'm saying this, but I wonder how many things that I can get on Prime now that I can also get at Walgreens. Walgreens is going to love that I'm saying this, and Amazon Prime's going to hate it, but if I can get some of the stuff that I get on Amazon at Walgreens, then I have a choice. Do I want to force myself to get $35 or more at Amazon Prime, or else pay a delivery fee? Or do I want to just take the door-to-door transit to Walgreens, which is, even though it's not the most convenient, it's definitely the most economical way to go somewhere. Go grab my, whatever, a couple of things I need, and come back, and then I didn't have to spend $40 getting what I knew I wanted, and then, well, since I need to spend more in order to get free delivery, what else am I going to throw in there that I want and I'll probably need, but really I don't necessarily need it as badly as I need this, but I don't want to I don't want to spend $20 on what should cost $15 because I got the stuff, and then they're making me pay $5 or $10 as a delivery fee or whatever it is because it's less than $40. In some cases, I can get what I need at Walgreens for the price of what it costs, plus the payment on the door-to-door transit monthly pass. If I schedule it right, and if Ira works in this store like I hope it will, and we can, you know, between myself and my Aira agent, I can surprise myself even with what I can do. Let's just do that. Let's not pay $44.50 for that. That's a waste. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. I can ramble, man. I have to cut this off. I've been rambling for too long, and this is becoming a longer video than I can even continue. We'll go on to part 2, and I think there's going to be 3 parts to this vlog by the time we finally get done going to Walgreens. The way I ramble, yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Check out Aira if you're blind or visually impaired. Sign the Do Not Demonetize petition if it makes you as angry as it makes me that you could publish all the YouTube videos in the world, but without a YouTube celebrity status, you cannot monetize your videos. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.